Yes, sir. I'm back. We here. What's up, everybody? Good to be here. You know what it is? Every Sunday of the NFL season. IG Live at Designated Report. This is the warm-up hosted by me, Jay. You can find me on IG at jdot.jpg. Man, happy belated Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's feeling as sick as me. When I say hi back. Get your wings situated. Everybody's here, man. Little tardy to the party. Everybody waiting for you. All right. Shout out to the chat who makes the show. I put the show together. Y'all make the show. I really appreciate it. It's all the activity that goes on down here that makes the content what it is. It's the interaction. Love and friendships is a good culture we have going on. So shout out to everybody in the chat that comes through every week. Or if this is your first week here, appreciate you. We're talking some fantasy football today. We're talking some harsh reality in football today. And a little bit of shade, as we always do. So stick with me for the next 30 minutes as I take you right into the NFL action. Man. Deuce, what up? Now, shout out to DHS Football, Danbury, Connecticut. I went warm up with the orange and the blue to commemorate the end of the season. Good season, boys. Wish I could have been out there. But the DR coverage was elite, and you know that. And they will be out there for DHS basketball as well. Respect the shooter. On the Thursday night football as we usually do. But it wasn't Thursday night football. A little bit different. It was the annual food, family, and football tradition. Lions fell to the Bears. I mean, that's kind of tradition as well. Lions losing on Thanksgiving. Get the Lions off Thanksgiving, please. Get the Lions off Thanksgiving, please. If you agree, hit the heart 3 times. Cowboys lost to the Raiders. Cowboys lost to the Raiders, excuse me. And the Saints got smacked at home by Buffalo. Now, the Lions, I know we love Dan Campbell. And I know he was a breath of fresh air with the sound bites when he first got hired. I get that. But I told you a few weeks back he was hired to win football games. And he's 0-10-1. In 11 tries, he hasn't won one football game. I'm not saying fire the man already, but if he was, I wouldn't be confused about it. I wouldn't be outraged about it. Happens to other coaches all the time. 1 and done, maybe 2. How have you not won a game yet? And I know some of them been close, but talking about the culture shift he's bringing. Players, coach, I don't care about that. Win me some games. Belichick's a jerk. You don't let those dudes do anything. They got to talk from a script, but they win games. So who's the best coach of all time? The guy who wins games. Cowboys. I was at a Friendsgiving just last night. Some dude talking about, mathematically, the Cowboys got the NFC East. Cowboys are a lock for the playoffs. Then do it then. Then do it. I didn't have them losing this game. It looked like the defense was fixed. And then David Carr comes through and hangs 36 on you. Chiefs got the dub last week. Broncos got the dub 2 weeks before that. If you're going to do it then. We can't just be like, Dak is back and Zeke is who Zeke has been. And we got we got the best receiver room in the league. Then do it. Then. Y'all were feeling good, Cowboys Nation. finish the job. And bad officiating or not, Anthony Brown, 4 defensive pass interference, that wasn't questionable to me. We got Cowboys Nation in the chat, so I want to read some of this, man. King Out C, Cowboys showing their tricks too soon. I don't like that. Johnny Pinnell, Cowboys fan, lifer. Cowboys lost, and they ain't winning the Super Bowl, but they put up 33 without Cooper and Lamb. Okay? They're primed to disappoint in the playoffs. Don't worry, King Out C. All right. Dan Cassaz, also, Cowboys Nation. Cowboys going to take a fat L on Wild Card Weekend. Okay? Michelangelo Garland, he believes. Man, my guy Mike Garland is the most 90s sports fan I know. Cowboys, Bulls. Mike, who's your baseball team? Red Sox, I think. Back to football. The Bills. Whatever happened in Jacksonville seems to be fixed. And the Saints are broken. Now, I know the plan after Drew Brees wasn't Trevor Siemian, but it was Taysom Hill and Jameis Winston, so I'm still lost on that. Sean Payton. Who would have thought you'd take Drew Brees and Alvin Kamara and Mike Thomas off a team and they don't do so well? I mean, come on. But I thought they had more depth than that. I thought this was a contender 2 seasons ago. They don't look so good right now. New Orleans has Dallas on Thursday, though. So what's up, chat? New Orleans, Dallas. Quick hits. Quick hits. I've been hearing all this chatter about Jonathan Taylor. He's not the MVP. He can't be the MVP. Not because I'm hating. I liked him. I still like him. I love this guy. I don't like him this week because he's playing my Bucks. Offensive Player of the Year is a little more realistic. He can't do it because he's a running back, not because he's not good enough. That award just doesn't go to them like that. He's got to rush for 2,000 yards. That's like first and foremost if you're a running back. You got to rush for 2,000 yards. You got to be the guy on your team, which he is. But I will say the MVP chatter is really nice, and it will build if they beat the defending world champions today, who they got in Tampa Bay, and if he's a big reason for that. Tampa is the best running defense in the league, so if he rushes for over 100, a couple touchdowns, some long runs, splash plays, and they win the game, JT MVP, you're going to hear all week. And I'll be on board. I'm just saying he can't do it. He's going to be with Cooper Kupp in that conversation of Offensive Player of the Year. What secrets does Taysom Hill have on Sean Payton? This guy just got a $40 million extension as a reward for his 156 scrimmage yards this season. With incentives, this contract can be worth up to $95 million. This dude got photos on Sean Payton. What's he know? Well, here's the thing, though. It's a deal that compensates for all the positions in sum. All the positions that he plays. Does this sound familiar at all? It's because this is what Le'Veon Bell was looking for. Le'Veon Bell was not trying to be compensated because he was a running back who was as good as a wide receiver. He wanted to be paid as a running back and receiver because he thought it was a top half of the league wide receiver. And a lot of us called him crazy. A lot of us have been laughing at the way he couldn't come back from the season he sat out because he really thought and believed that that's what he deserved. And now Taysom Hill is getting it. He's getting a little bit of quarterback money with incentives that could shoot up to like big quarterback money if he could be the starting quarterback. He's getting tight end money and he's getting special teamer money to get all together. Who's this guy's agent? I don't get it. Is this guy phenomenal in practice? Because Sean Payton has been with the Hall of Famer for how many years in Drew Brees? So he knows the recipe. He knows what it takes. What does he see in Taysom Hill that reminds him of Drew Brees? Not hating, I'm just saying. I'm not hating, I'm just saying. Johnny.Pinnell said, Le'Veon crawled so Hill could walk to the bank. And then slow it down a little bit. Everson Griffin, prayers up. Everson Griffin of the Vikings, he called 911 early Wednesday morning saying that there was an intruder in his home trying to kill him and that he had fired a weapon. It turned into a situation where authorities were trying to get him to exit his home, and it took all day, but it happened without incident. He's safe, but prayers up to him, and I'll get to that story later in the episode. We're thinking about this guy. He's got a history of mental health issues. The Vikings have been there for him. Thinking of this guy. I want to go either or. This is all fun. This is all fun. Now, this is two players in their first 15 career starts. Look at how these numbers match up. First 15 career starts. Two quarterbacks. Who do you start your franchise with? Player A or player B? Who do you start your franchise with? Player A or player B? Looks the same to me. I'll take either one. I'll take either one. Chat, who you want? People already know who this is. Who one of them is. Dan Casazza knows. Johnny.Pinnell wants player B. Michelangelo Garland, same thing. Thanks for playing along. Because player B is Jalen Hurts. First 15 career starts. Everybody in the chat wants player B. It's Jalen Hurts. How fun was that? He said, hey, no. You know why? Because Lamar will breathe, and there's a section of NFL Nation that starts an MVP chant. Anything he does. Anything he does. And with Jalen Hurts, it's just assumed that he's not the guy, that he can't be the guy, including myself. I criticized him on this very show. How they should go after Deshaun Watson. People say he was drafted too soon. He was there. He was drafted to be a quality backup. He could do his thing, and let's look elsewhere for the future. Look at this. Look at this. If you want Lamar, why wouldn't you want this guy? I'm just saying. If you can start your franchise with one, I think Philly, you got to stick around. I think you got to stick it out with this guy, Jalen Hurts, and see what he got. Game picks. Somebody said I'm so sick of Lamar. I'm not sick of Lamar. I mean, I'm sick of Lamar. Bye week. Kansas City, Arizona not playing today. You won't see him. Didn't see him Thursday, won't see him Monday, won't see him today. I got the Bucs over the Colts in Indy with no certainty. Maybe because I'm watching the Hard Knocks in season. Anybody else watching that? HBO Max. The Colts got some juice, man. And I believe in Jonathan Taylor, and I think this team is going to do some great things. I just don't believe in the pass defense, and look who's coming to town. So I got Tampa. I don't think it's going to be a shootout. There's one team that can control the clock, and Jonathan Taylor, unless he's breaking off long runs, then Brady's right back on the field. Would be interesting to see, but I got Tampa in this one. 2-8 Texans and the 2-8 Jets. I mean, I've said about both teams, I'm not picking you unless you win a game. And Houston got a wild one over Tennessee. So simple as that. Houston, I got you. Hugh Tex. Eagles over the Giants in Jersey because I keep picking against Philly. The same with some Jalen Hurts shade in the comments here. But they keep getting it done. All the slander against their running game in Philly, and in the past 4 games, they have more rushing yards than 5 teams have in the whole season. So Philly's figuring it out. I'm with Philly today. Panthers over the Dolphins. Hear me out. I like Miami, and they won 3 straight, but I have a hunch. Everything kind of points towards Miami. They blitz 40% of the time. Cam's going to be under siege. But I like Cam getting back acquainted with McCaffrey, Robbie Anderson finally getting involved in the offense, and the tight ends. The tight ends haven't done anything. Cam Newton, historically, tight end guy. Didn't even need to be Greg Olsen. He's a tight end guy. I think this offense looks a little bit different with Cam, and I think they go and do some things against a really good Miami defense. Titans at the Patriots, I mean, I'm late to the prediction party on both these teams. I need to see more. Derrick Henry's gone. We know that. Jeremy McNichols, who's a really good change of pace guy, also out today. But I don't know. I'm not all the way sold. And I know Belichick beats all his assistants and all this kind of stuff. Just ride with me, man. Just ride with me on this one. I got Tennessee over New England. And I want to keep an eye on these guys, Tennessee, because they got games against San Fran, Jacksonville, and Houston. They got to close out the regular season really well, and I think this is a good start. I don't know if people are going to agree with that one. I got the Steelers over Cincy because Steelers trending up. Roethlisberger actually looking really good. If you look at the numbers and look at a little bit of the tape, Cincy trending down. Past handful of weeks, Jamar Chase's receiving yardage totals going down every single week after a great start. Simple as that. Jags over the Falcons in the who cares game of the week. Even though Jacksonville hasn't scored more than 17 in the 4 games since their bye, Atlanta hasn't scored a touchdown in 2 games, being outscored 63-3. That's not a good look. I can't support that. I got Jacksonville. No Urban Meyer jokes this week. Chargers over the Broncos, even though there's only 1 game separating these guys. Chargers-Broncos. Don't you just off the top of the dome, Chargers-Broncos? Chargers can't stop the run. Broncos have 2 guys over 500 yards rushing this season. The only team. But the Chargers got a guy who can get that W. First guy since 1950 to throw for 350 and rush for 90 in a game. First guy since 1950 in Justin Herbert to throw for 350 and rush for 90. Lamar ain't do that. I got Green Bay over the Rams and Lambeau because it's a later game. It'll be dark, cold. Tundra ain't frozen, I don't think, today. Let me know if I'm wrong. And Matt Stafford has been historically bullied by Aaron Rodgers. He's lost 12 of the 16 games they played together. I can't see it. That's a long trip. That's 2,000 miles to go see your old nemesis, your old bully. Rams have lost 2 in a row, about to be 3 today. Vikings over the Niners. San Fran has lost 12 of the last 15 home games. Minnesota for the last 6 after a pretty slow start. I got them. Sunday Night Football, Ravens over the Browns in primetime because I don't like Baker. Nah, it's deeper than that. He's 2-4 against the Ravens in his career and has thrown at least 1 interception in every time he's played Baltimore. I don't see it. Monday Night Football, Seahawks travel to D.C. for Monday Night Football. Who scheduled this? Would this be the lowest rated Monday Night Football game in the past 10 years? Maybe? Seattle. Just to pick. Trivia time, because I missed you. I missed you last time. You won't even see my face. I'm going straight to trivia. I showed some Cooper Kupp love. The last trivia question, I can't resist because this dude is on fire this season. Has a serious shot of breaking Calvin Johnson's 1,964 receiving yards in a single season from 2012. If he doesn't, a more likely consolation will be the Triple Crown. That's only been achieved by 3 guys in NFL history. Obviously, Jerry Rice, the GOAT, is one of those guys. Who is the other 2 players who have led the league in catches, yards, and touchdowns? In the Super Bowl era, only 3 players have earned the receiving triple crown. Jerry Rice is one. Who are the other 2 guys who led the league in receiving yards, catches, touchdowns? 30 seconds. Ooh. I'm jumping in. I like some of these guesses. It's actually B. Sterling Sharp. Steve Smith. Jerry Rice, Sterling Sharp, Steve Smith, only guys in NFL history to lead the league in a single season in receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns. Man, who's got the time? Hey! 5-minute warning. Get your pizza situated. Get your wings situated, little shoulder length. Get your grilled baba ganoush situated, my vegans out there. You got 5 minutes to handle the fantasy lineup. Check who's active, who's inactive. You got 5 minutes to submit your pick for the weekly DR Pick'em. If you pick more winners than us, you get a prize. Look on the story for your choices of games. Good luck to you guys. And also do remember, this is Men's Health Awareness Month. Last week we're doing this one. I want to go deeper into the Everson Griffin story as we wrap up. This was a black man having a mental health crisis in America. In his own home, 6'3", 273 pounds with a gun. 9 times out of 10, the story ends with the cops killing this man. 9 times out of 10. And then demonizing this man to justify what the police did. This is not anti-police. I'm happy that they had mental health professionals on the scene. They should always be available in a mental health crisis because of this situation. Do you understand how fortunate this guy is to be alive right now? When they just wanted to get him out of his home to make sure that he was safe up here. Well, 9 times out of 10, man, it could have gone a totally different way. So this guy took a 5-game leave of absence in 2018 for a mental health related issue. When he was on the Vikings, he left and played for the Lions and the Cowboys. The Vikings took him back, knowing about the mental health issue. So shout out to Minnesota for knowing what he goes through. Says, we want you back as a player, but we know we can help you. We like you as a man, and we got you. Shout out Mike Zimmer. Skull. I appreciate that. There's people's lives. Look up what Dalvin Cook said about this guy too. It's emotional. So shout out to the response team. And if we stop looking at men in crisis as dangerous to others and focus on how they're dangerous to themselves, your approach changes. It's different. It can be person-centered and person-focused. And it changed Everson Griffin's life. So be great tomorrow. Be lazy today. Enjoy NFL football. You already know what it is. I'll see you back here next Sunday and every Sunday of the NFL football season. You are not a burden. It is not unmanly to struggle. And suffering does not make you weak. You got this. You got this. I love y'all. I appreciate you. I'll see everybody next week for Designated Report. I am Jay. Love y'all. Peace.